The key switches are conceived to ease the task of shaping complex articulations or phrases typical of brass instruments, which are impossible or too difficult to perform with the expression controllers. These are the available key switches. There are three types of modulating key switches. Note-on key switches to be pressed before playing a detached note. We have C1 accent, the C#1 fast crescendo, D1 pitch bend up, on-the-fly key switches to be pressed while playing a note. These are D#1 decrescendo, E1 pitch bend down, and F1 and F#1 vibrato ending 1 and 2. On release key switches to be pressed before releasing a note. In this group we have G1 pitch bend down on release, G#1 short release, and A1 vibrato end on release. These key switches may be simultaneously activated for multiple modulations. The attack and release time of the key switches envelopes can be modified by CC26 and CC27 respectively, while holding the key switch pressed. For example, I'm going to modify the D1 key switch, assigned to pitch bend up on note on. When we press the key, we're going to see that the slider, in this case, it isn't changed because the default value is equal to the value stored in this particular key switch. But if we increase the value to the maximum, when I release the key, you see that the slider comes to 64 default value. Now, and when we press it, we are going to see the store value. Let's see how it sounds. Well, I'm going to modify also the A1 key switch, that is vibrato end on release. The same, we are going to press the key and modify the release, in this case, knob to the maximum value. Now you're going to see when I press the key, the knob changes, showing the current value for that particular key switch. Let's see how it sounds. There are also three types of non-modulating key switches. Wah-wah effect, A#1, activates the wah-wah effect of the plunger mute. Expression directly modulates the wah-wah effect itself. Both a momentary and a toggle mode are available. The momentary mode is activated when the A#1 case switch is pressed at velocities below 64. In this case, the wah-wah effect will be active as long as the case switch is kept pressed. Velocities above 64 activates the toggle mode, which maintains the wah-wah effect until the key switch is pressed again. We also have the B1 key switch that activates a fall. In all the cases, the key switch velocity modifies the effect intensity. The C2 key switch is a special one. By pressing and holding this key, the second level of key switches are activated. They yield various types of split portamento, falls and doits. So, when we press and hold the C2 key, split portamento is activated in the first place. Split portamento is a term used to describe the transition from one note to another, also playing the notes that are in the middle. And we can access to the second level of case switches. From C1 to F1, we can choose between different types of portamento: chromatic, mixed, glissando, Arabic, pentatonic and glissando 2. Then we have a doit and a half-bad doit in the F#1 and G1 key switches. And finally, three types of fall in G#1 to A#1. Once you learn how to use these case switches, you can obtain much more vivid and realistic results. These are the key switches of the trumpet, but the trombone, French horn and tuba have very similar key switches.